Hello students, good morning everyone. So up to 2.5 we deal with the quadratic equation. Now let us go for cubic equation. Now before that we want to know what is an identity. An equation is said to be an identity if that equation remains valid for all values in its domain. Now let us discuss with some important identities. Important identities. So already you know that a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Same way if I take x plus a to the whole cube. So this is cubic equation, and when this is an identity, and we can write this identity as x plus a to the whole square into x plus a. That is a quadratic equation multiplied with the linear equation, we will get the cubic equation. And this otherwise can be written as x cube plus 3x square a plus 3x a square plus a cube. So we can write the identity like this, or we can write the identity as x cube plus 3xa into x plus a cube. So anyway we can split this identity and we can write like this. So x plus a to the whole cube can be written like this. Now the same way if I take x minus a to the whole cube, instead of a plus b I have taken x plus a and x minus a. So x minus a the whole cube can be written as, so x cube minus 3x square a plus 3x a square minus a cube is the identity. Otherwise we can write it as x cube minus 3xa into x minus a. Factorize this, we can get this. So a cube. So x minus a to the whole cube is equal to this one. And if it is x cube plus a cube, I think you revised this one and all in 10th standard. Once again it's a recall. So x cube plus a cube. It is not x plus a to the whole cube, it is x cube plus a cube. So which can be simply can be written as x plus a into x square minus ax plus a square. So we can split this identity and write like this. And x cube minus a cube can be written as x minus a into x square plus ax plus a square. So these are the important identities. If it is x power n minus a power n, it is x power n minus a power n. So this can be written like this. At first take x minus a as a common factor, then the remaining equation may be x power n minus 1 plus x power n minus 2 into a. See, x is reducing, a is increasing, and plus, and so on and so on, and this function is continuing. If it is a center, if I get any number, then x power n minus k minus 1, n minus k minus 1, a power k, and it can be continued and a power n minus 1 up to this one, because 1a is taken out here. See here, a and a square is a cube. So a is taken here. So up to a power n you should not write. A power n வரைக்கும் எழுதக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா பவர் nல இருந்து ஒரு a வெளியே எடுத்துட்டோம். ஸோ அதுக்கு முன்னாடி உள்ள நம்பர் a பவர் n minus 1 வரைக்கும் தான் எழுதணும். So this is the identity. So the same way, if I suppose to write x power n plus a power n, same way x plus a வெளியே எடுத்துடணும். Then இதை எழுதும்போது ஒரு plus ஒரு minus alternate வரும். See here, plus இருந்ததுன்னா minus plus alternate வரும். Same way, x power n minus 1 minus x power n minus 2 into a plus and so on. And இதுல center element என்னவா இருக்கும்னா x power n minus k minus 1, a யோட பவர் என்னவா இருக்கும்னா minus a power k and the plus, and when it is continued up to minus a power n minus 1. See, we should not know which is taking its positive value or negative value, so simply you write minus a power k and minus a power n minus 1. Now these are the identities where n belongs to natural number. N belongs to the natural number. So n belongs to n. Now by using these identities, we are going to solve exercise 2.6. Now exercise 2.6, question number 1. Find the zeros of the polynomial function f of x is equal to 4x square minus 25. Find the zeros of f of x is equal to 4x square minus 25. Now here find the zeros of. Zeros means if we get the roots of the equation, if it satisfies the equation, otherwise if the polynomial becomes 0, then that number is called the zero of the polynomial. So to find the solution, let me take f of x is equal to 4x square minus 25. So which implies this is a polynomial. If I take it as an equation, it is 4x square minus 25 is equal to 0. And this can be written as 2x the whole square minus 5 square is equal to 0. So which implies a square minus b square. So a is 2x, b is 5. So a square minus b square, very well you know the formula, that identity, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. We can split this and write like this. So if you apply this here, so 2x the whole square minus 5 square can be written as 2x plus 5 and 2x minus 5. Here I have taken is equal to 0. So which implies 2x plus 5 equal to 0 and 2x minus 5 equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to minus 5 by 2 or x is equal to plus 5 by 2. So these two are the answer. Since the equation is a quadratic equation, we have got two zeros. If we substitute these values, x values to this polynomial, this becomes 0. Hence these numbers are called zeros of the polynomial. And now second question. If x is equal to minus 2 is 1 root of x cube minus x square minus 17x is equal to 22, then find the other roots of the equation. Now solution. And now it is given that the cubic equation is, take f of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus 17x. Bring this 22 this side, it becomes minus 22. If x is equal to minus 2 is a root of the equation, is one root of equation. is 1 root. Now if I take, since it is a cubic equation, very well we can go for synthetic division. Now take the coefficients of f of x. X cube coefficient is 1, x square coefficient is -1, x coefficient is -17 and the constant term is -22. Take L division and x is equal to -2. That is x plus 2 is a factor. X is equal to -2 is 1 root. And how to do this? Do you remember this? Put a 0 here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 into -2 is -2. -1 -2 is -3. இங்க வரும்போது add பண்ணிக்கோங்க, இதை multiply பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So 2 3s are 6 plus 6. So -17 plus 6 is -11. -11 into -2 is +22. So -22 plus 22 is 0. So which is the remainder? If we get the remainder, the other factor is here the factor is in quadratic equation. Substitute here x square, x and constant. So it is x square minus 3x minus 11 is equal to 0. So this is the other factor. Now we want to find the value of x. Since we could not factorize this, so we can use this formula to find x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So which implies here a is equal to coefficient of x square 1, b is equal to coefficient of x minus 3, c is equal to minus 11. Now if I substitute here, x is equal to minus of -3 plus 3 plus or minus square root of -3 the whole square minus 4, a is 1, c is minus 11 by 2 into 1. So which is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 44 by 2. So x is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 44 plus 9 is 53 divided by 2. So these are the required roots. See here, x is equal to -2 is one root. X is equal to 3 plus root 53 by 2 is other root. The third root is x is equal to 3 minus square root of 53 by 2. Here 2 roots we got. Then go to question number 3. Find the real roots of x power 4 is equal to 16. Here the question is find the real roots of x power 4 is equal to 16. Now let me bring this number this side. So it is x power 4 equal to 6 becomes x power 4 minus 16 equal to 0. Since the degree of the equation is 4, we will get 4 roots here. So now take this equation as x square the whole square minus 4 the whole square is equal to 0. Hence we get the identity here, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this is the identity. By using this identity, instead of a use x square, instead of b use 4. So x square the whole square minus 4 the whole square is equal to a plus b, x square plus 4 and x square minus 4. Here I have taken is equal to 0, so I will take here is equal to 0. So now x square plus 4, which implies x square plus 4 equal to 0 and x square minus 4 equal to 0. Here if I get x square is equal to minus 4, so which is not possible. So here we are not getting real roots. These are all imaginary roots. If I once again split this into a square minus b square. It is x square minus 2 square equal to 0. So once again, if I apply this identity, this side it becomes x plus 2 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So x plus 2 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to plus 2. And left hand side x square is equal to minus 4. Therefore x is equal to square root of minus 4 is not possible. That is not real roots. So the real roots are x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 2. Anyway, we are getting two roots here. Here we are getting complex roots. Okay, 2i and minus 2i. But here plus or minus 2, these are the real roots. So the real roots are x is equal to plus or minus 2 is the answer. Now let me go to the last question. Now last question is solve 2x plus 1 the whole square minus 3x plus 2 the whole square equal to 0. So they themselves have given us an equation. Now instead of expanding this as by using a plus b the whole square, we can use the identity as well. So take the equation at first, 2x plus 1 the whole square minus 3x plus 2 the whole square equal to 0. So which implies it is like the identity a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Now take this a as 2x plus 1, b as 3x plus 2. Now let me use this identity. So 2x plus 1 the whole square minus 3x plus 2 the whole square. So which is equal to a plus b, a minus b. A is 2x plus 1 plus 3x plus 2. So a plus b எழுதியாச்சு. இப்ப a minus b எழுதும்போது be careful, minus ஆல multiply பண்ணி எழுதணும். So a is 2x plus 1 and b is 3x minus 2. இந்த minus உள்ள கொண்டு போனா minus 3x minus 2. So minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Here I have taken equal to 0, so equal to 0, which implies 2x plus 3x is 5x plus 3. A factor. The other one is 2x minus 3x is minus x. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 is a factor. So I can write here 5x plus 3 is equal to 0 or minus x minus 1 equal to 0 is a factor. So here I can take x is equal to minus 3 by 5 or x is equal to minus 1. So these two are the required roots of the given polynomial. So thank you.